It's about to be big time gaming season. We got new consoles, we got more first party Switch, and we got the magic of the holidays. But before we get there, it's 6 new Switch games, 2 of which are very important release day announcements for games that I think are gonna be awesome. And then we have even more, but a little bit of scuttlebutt, and it's more serious than a rumor. The people that make Steamworld, Image and Form, said on Twitter today that they're not done with Steamworld yet, and that they're even considering sequels to earlier titles. Now, this most likely means you're going to be getting a Steamworld Dig 3 at some point in the future. 2 was phenomenal, 1 was even good, but I sure hope they make a sequel to Steamworld Quest. That card battling RPG, I think, is their best work, and it powered me through a really bad cold. I sat in the tub, I played Switch, and I defeated all of the bosses. Phenomenal game. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. But smash that like button if you're pumped for the next few months of Switch, and let me know in the comments down below which of today's trailers look exciting, which ones look awful, and which ones look alright. It is a very eclectic list, but we have a super stunner game to start off with. This game might break the Switch. Ghostrunner is so hot. The graphics are so good. The gameplay is so fast. I have been loving it on PC, and frankly, I don't know how it's gonna perform on Switch, but it's releasing on November 10th, and I'm pumped, because this game is sick. Yes, there is female Doc Ock, but that's not why this game is worth your time. It is basically like if Katana Zero went 3D and met Cyberpunk and just was bananas hard. It is challenging, it is insanely fast, you acquire new abilities as you go, you're running through these levels trying to take out everyone in your path with sweet music, sexy graphics, and so much style. It really is hard though, and you have to be so precise. A lot of players like it on keyboard and mouse. I play on a controller, I think it's fine. So I'm hopeful that it can run good on Switch and be one of the wondrous titles for this year from third party. It is an indie game, but it sure feels of insane quality, so give it a look. It's out next week, and I'm pretty pumped to see how it plays. Are you interested? Let me know in the comments down below. Before we get to that title, this week's episode is brought to you by Skillshare, a fantastic place to further your fun and perhaps turn it into something more permanent. Your passion can become a reality because Skillshare has tons of amazing courses on things like game design, graphic design, writing, and more. It is the place to pick up a new skill. And if you click the link in the description down below, you can grab a free trial of their premium membership with so many classes under an hour long. It's a great way for you to start your journey to maybe making something amazing. The next generation is upon us. You're taking a look at beautiful footage of Godfall. And wouldn't it be so cool to one day be a part of a team like this, making something at the cutting edge, making something that surprises and wows the gaming audience? I think it would be wonderful. And whether it's a pixel type title or a 4K stunner, you could make it happen. Click the link in the description down below and start your Skillshare journey today. We've been waiting on this one for a while. Star Renegades from Raw Fury has been shown at so many shows. It came out with stellar reviews on other platforms, but it's getting its console cooking done on Switch November 19th. It has amazing art. We talk about Godfall looking so freaking spectacular in 4K. Well, here's a game where they use the bits to make it beautiful. It is a strategy RPG game. A lot of titles like this on Switch, but it looks like it will stand out based on its quality. And its color palette. I am super pumped to see what this plays like on Switch. I wanted to check it on PC, but I always hold out if a game's going to be on Switch. I just like it better that way. The battle system is supposed to be brilliant. And I mean, this is like what you dream of, right? It looks so freaking fancy. It's like if Mega Man meets Final Fantasy. That's the vibe I get from it. And I really hope it's fun on Switch. It comes out in like 2 weeks, and it should be another good one to add to the indie arsenal. Will you pick it up? Are you ready for the weirdest trailer to ever debut on this show? Are you buckled in? Do you have a snack? Do you have your seatbelt on? Cookie's Theory of Super Evolution releases next week in Japan. I don't know if it'll ever come to the West, but you've been warned. This is a puzzle game. Yeah. Art style out the wazoo. It's a mobile game that's coming to Switch, but I wanted to focus on this shot right here. It's... People are looking... I mean, they got some great bowl cuts. They're standing on, like, honeycombs, and there are pills, and it looks like a match 3 with numbers. I'm not quite sure exactly what happens, but there is an endless mode, a time attack mode, a 2-player battle mode, and a 991 stage mode. It looks to be absolutely insane. And sometimes I like to see something this chaotic and this crazy on the Switch. Everything's like, ooh, it's a side scroller. Ooh, it's Mario. How often do we get games about cookies? Theory, man. Bellissimo. Ooh, this should be fun. It's Drawn to Life 2 Realms, which was leaked and then confirmed. It's hitting Switch on December 7th. And if you don't remember these games back from the DS era, they're games where you draw your character, you draw your weapons, you make it all happen because it happened in your mind. They promise millions of colors, unique stickers, all sorts of animations, a mix and match, allowing to you create kind of your own thing. Remember when this was a thing? Are you old enough to remember when this was a thing? When like you made your own characters, you made your own games. I guess it's called Drawn to Life, but you're not actually drawing. There's no like stylus or anything, but it's hitting on December 7th. It should be fun, a lighter fare, mostly for kids. I think the game is an interesting concept. I think the idea is an interesting concept. Scribblenauts was the one I went more towards. Even that, you didn't really actually scribble. You more just used the things they scribbled together, but it was so cool to see things react. You could like type in T-Rex vampire and like you get a T-Rex vampire. Now this game is much more of like a platformer than a creative space. And again, you're not really drawing. I guess it's sort of misleading. The characters are just drawn to life. You're not actually drawing them. Now, I'm questioning reality at this point. I don't even know what's right and what's wrong. Drawn to life, you don't even draw. I gotta say, those shots look really rough, but then like the pixelized kind of more like isometric perspective looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Are you interested in this? Did you play them back on the DS? Let me know in the comments down below. Who needs more beat-em-ups? Not me. But maybe you do. Mayhem Brawler is promising a 90s action for 3 players cooperatively. They got 12 bosses, and they've got a really blurry looking art style. It's a comic book focus, so I understand the aesthetic choice, but you gotta imagine that the game, I mean, I hope the game looks crisper than this. It looks really fuzzy here, and I'm hoping that's just that they don't know how to compress their trailer. They say it's hand-drawn, comic book inspired, frame-by-frame animated characters, a rocking soundtrack, a universe of mayhem. I don't know. I feel like these games are super overdone. I mean, occasionally there's like interesting beat 'em ups, but if you're not a big franchise, I don't know. I feel like this genre is just kind of like on its way out, and I don't know that we need very many more of them on Switch. But if you're super into it, it could be fun. Let me know in the comments down below. HD remasters are often the rage, unless you're Nintendo and they just want to release the same game. But Commandos 2 HD is coming back to Switch. It's a real-time tactical game from a long while ago from Calypso, the people that do Tropico. They're also bringing that to Switch. This one hits on December 4th. And it is bringing some improvements, better graphics, better UI and management, and you're using your commandos to try and fight through these World War II battles. Now, I am going to say, hi, I changed clothes. I had a microphone issue, and I had to change clothes. It's not just, you're not going crazy, I promise. But Commandos 2, I don't know if I can ever get into this style of game again. I have no love for the franchise, and if you do, that's awesome. But like, isometric games, top-down perspective games, I don't know if I'll... Like, when I see this, I'm like, ooh, this is not something I want to play. And it's not because it's bad. It's just, like, this feels so antiquated at this point. Like, I look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, I'm like, wow, that pops off the screen. I look at Godfall and Miles Morales on PS5, I'm like, wow, I just want to play that. And then there's even some games, like the Steamworld titles that are side-scrolling, because I love side-scrolling. Celeste, Katana Zero, Steamworld Quest, my favorite indies on the platform. I love them a lot. Kunai, love it a lot. So it's not about the pixels. It's not about the side scroll. It's like this specifically, this isometric look, top down. I don't know. Something about it just makes me feel bored. Do you guys feel that way about any genres or even about this genre? Let me know in the comments down below. But Commandos 2 HD Remaster, December 4th. And there you have it, my friends. A whole list of new Switch games plus the promise of more Steamworld to come. I hope they deliver soon. Maybe we'll hear about it at the Game Awards, perhaps, or maybe it's something to be saved for a direct in 2021. We know Nintendo is going to go beast mode next year. At least I believe it. Switch Pro should be on the horizon. A bunch of tentpole titles, major franchises, and maybe a new Steamworld game. The picks of the week have to be Ghostrunner and Star Renegades. Ghostrunner is phenomenal. I'm a little freaked out about how they're going to make it work on Switch, but the game is amazing, and if they can have it control like with a Pro Controller, even pretty good. Oh, it's so freaking fancy, but they have to nail that performance. And then Star Renegades looks super fun. Gonna get in on that and give it a go. What are you guys interested in? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay somewhere out there. Check out Skillshare, link in the description down below. It does help the channel, and I love you. So until next time, SwitchForce out.